What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we're actually going to be taking on one of the new Dragon Ball story events that dropped over here on the global side. And it's actually under the Dragon Ball category. So we got the Gathering of the Mighty Ones, the 21st World Tournament. So we're able to recruit this little Krillin unit. And then we can also get the Awakening medals here for this Tech Goku, which he had, which I believe is actually from right here. So you can actually get this Goku and then awaken him with the medals from here. If I do recall correctly, yeah, so the medals are here. So you get these medals to awaken that Goku. So I believe we're still waiting to see what this Goku is going to do, but I believe he's going to become an LR at some point. So we'll see what they end up doing with that Goku in the end here. So let's see here. This is a Turtle School. So Turtle School is going to give us the best effect here. So of course we want to go Turtle School. It's probably just going to be a whole lot of LR Gokus as usual. So let's go LR Turtle School. Yeah, there's a lot of Gokus here, so I guess it doesn't really matter who we bring. We'll bring you as the leader just because you are the 200% leader. And then I guess it really won't matter here. We'll bring you, we'll bring you, we'll bring you, we'll bring the free-to-play Goku, and I guess we'll just bring you for some rainbow warp changing or something. I mean, these are story events, so we're not really worried about having to die here or anything like that. But yeah, so this is one of the story events that dropped. Gave us a farmable like Kid Krillin essentially, and let's get him pulled up. I probably should have pulled him up before I actually started here. But he is, I might be able to tell you if I can get him pulled up sooner or later. There we go. So the Krillin, he is actually going to be a World Tournament free-to-play unit. So he's a Key 3, 50% attack, defense, and HP. So you're really not going to use it for his leader skill. His super, he raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and seals super attacks. So he really doesn't have a terrible, he really doesn't have like a terrible passive or anything like that. Or I'm sorry, a terrible super. And then passive wise, he gets attack and defense 120%. Gets an additional attack and defense 120% when performing a super, and if the target enemy's super attack is sealed, he gets an additional attack 82%. So you kind of want to go, you pretty much want to go like additional on this guy, because he does get that, because he does seal on his initial attack, and then if you can get the get his additional to go off, then you get that extra 82% attack. And then attacked enemies, attack and defense minus 30%. So he does also debuff them when he attacks them. He is a Dragon Ball Saga category ally, Key +2, attack and defense 30%. So he is a support unit for the Dragon Ball Saga category, which, I mean, realistically, the Dragon Ball Saga category does need a little bit of help nowadays. It has been quite a while since they've gotten some really, really good help. I mean, unfortunately, the World Tournament Tech Goku and the Piccolo Jr., they are not considered. They're not considered part of the Dragon Ball Saga, so they are not buffing that category whatsoever. And then this Krillin also, he's got a medium chance of launching an additional super when HP is 88% or more at the start of turn. He gets a Scouter for 3 turns, and gets a medium chance of evading enemies' attacks, including supers, when HP is 86% or less at the start of turn. So I mean, they kind of made him like almost like a dual threat in a sense, because when he's above 88% HP, he gets the medium chance of launching an additional super. And then when he's under 86% HP, he gets the Scouter for 3 turns and gets a medium chance of evading enemies' attacks. So it is kind of nice what they did with this Krillin. And I think once they EZA him, he's gonna be a very interesting unit. You know, for a free-to-play unit, they gave him a pretty good kit, I would say. He is, let's see, the link skill, or the links that he has is Courage, Brainiacs, Turtle School, Infighter, Incredible Adventure, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, and Shattering the Limit. So it's pretty typical like Dragon Ball Saga characters link set. The categories that he's on is World Tournament, Youth, Dragon Ball Saga, Bond of Master and Disciple, Earthlings, Battle of Wits, Turtle School, Bond of Friendship, Earthbred Fighters, and Tournament Participants. So you're probably gonna run him more than likely. You're probably only gonna run him on like either a World Tournament team or Dragon Ball Saga, just because he is gonna be given that support to that Dragon Ball Saga category. And then on top of that, we also got the awakening for the Tech Kid Goku. And then with him, after his EZA, or not after his EZA, I'm sorry, after his awakening, he is Dragon Ball Saga category key 3, attack, HP, and defense 50%. His super, he raises attack and greatly raises defense for 1 turn, and causes supreme damage to the enemy. First passive, he gets attack and defense 70% when performing a super, and within the same turn, Dragon Ball Saga category allies attack plus 20%, himself excluded. He gets a additional attack and defense plus 15%, and a chance to perform a crit plus 5% per Dragon Ball Saga category ally on the team. He gets an additional attack and defense plus 70% and launches an additional launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super when there's another Earthbred Fighters category ally attacking in the same turn. So he's kind of got, he's got a pretty good like base right now for what they might do with him LR wise. And I could see them, increasing that like attack and defense to maybe like 100 or 120% when he does a super. Increase the Dragon Ball, give like Dragon Ball Saga category allies maybe like 30% attack and defense when he supers. Let's see, he gets an additional attack and defense 15% and a chance to perform a crit per Dragon Ball Saga category ally on the team. They might maybe bump that up to like 20%. And then with the additional attack and defense 70% and launch an additional attack that has a medium chance to become a super, they might just bump that to like 100% is my guess. And they might even like change it to where it's not just Earthbred Fighters. It might be either like Earthbred Fighters and like Dragon Ball Saga is what they might do. And then who knows, they might just add another line or two in there and give him something a little bit better. But yeah, we are still waiting for his awakening to an LR. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with him. And I'm also curious to see if they're gonna do anything with the Krillin. Like, are they gonna maybe give him some kind of awakening? I don't think that they will, but if they do, it'd be pretty cool to get like a Kid Krillin like free to play LR. So we'll see what they end up doing with that, because we do have some time, and who knows, maybe they're saving it for I'm gonna assume maybe we're getting like some kind of like Dragon Ball Saga, maybe like a Golden Week. Maybe we might get like a Dragon Ball Saga themed celebration, like an actual Dragon Ball Saga celebration, where we might get like a, I don't know, maybe we might get like Kid Goku and get an actual like Dokkan Fest Demon King Piccolo, because we don't have that yet, of course. So maybe maybe Golden Week is when they might do something like that, because honestly, that they had a very good celebration for 2023 with the World Tournament Goku and the Piccolo. So if they maybe run it back but actually give like Dragon Ball Saga category a chance and give us a, say, Demon King Piccolo, or give us another Kid Goku, I think they would actually do very well. I mean, obviously it's not going to be on the hype of like, you know, the 9th anniversary where we have Gogeta and we have Broly or anything like that, but a lot of the like Japanese player base, they do love Dragon Ball, and they really love like Kid Goku and like Demon King Piccolo, like those arcs. So I mean, if they really wanted to do it, they could give us a Kid Goku and Demon King Piccolo dual Dokkan Fest. And to be honest, I'd be all for it. Like, I know a lot of people aren't like as excited for like Dragon Ball because it's not as flashy. You know, there's no cool transformations there, but they did have some of the best animations when it came to just straight martial arts and just straight fighting. So they could give us some pretty good they actually have a lot of like unused fights and stuff that they could get for like Kid Goku. And I mean, Demon King Piccolo's pretty much, I mean, he's pretty much still untouched, other than the like the STR side banner unit that we got and the LR Demon King Piccolo from World Tournament. I mean, they still have so many animations they could do. They could recreate that, like the LR Demon King Piccolo, like they can recreate that scene of him summoning for the dragon. They could give him like a transformation, maybe. So, I mean, they got a lot of options on what they can still do. Like, a lot of OG Dragon Ball is still pretty much untouched. So, who knows? You know, if they did a celebration like that, they could EZA a lot of Dragon Ball Saga units. Now, granted, they're not going to touch anything like actual World Tournament wise, because they're just slowly doing those from actual World Tournaments. But we'll see what they end up doing with these two like free-to-play units. Again, me personally, I think they're maybe just saving them for a Dragon Ball Saga themed celebration, and I think the best time to drop that is going to be a Golden Week. And as much as I would love to see it for like a worldwide download celebration, I don't see them doing that. They're going to kind of reserve that for the more hype units, like, you know, your Vegetos, your Gogetas, your MUI Gokus and whatnot. So yeah, so my guess Golden Week is going to be Dragon Ball Saga. That's going to be my guess. But let me know down in the comments below what you guys think Golden Week for 2024 is going to be. And let me know what theme you guys would want to see and what units you would actually want to see come from like the Golden Week saga. But I believe there we go. Yep, so that is everything. So that's all just 12 stages. We just kind of breezed through it, just kind of talked and whatnot. There are some missions associated with this, so you just got to clear the stages and then awaken the Krillin, awaken the Kid Goku, and get this Krillin to SA10. And once you do that, you'll complete all these missions as well. So there you guys go. Hopefully you guys just enjoyed the little bit of rambling that I was doing while just completing these missions. And if you guys did, consider hitting that like button. And if you are new here, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.